closing your eyes, landing in our first Wednesday night Yang class. And noting for yourself, how do you start this class? How do you feel? And giving yourself time to feel. And to tune into this physical body of yours. Maybe it's been inside more than it normally is. Maybe it feels wonderful right now. Most likely it's a mix of pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral sensations. Feel that. Feel your personal mix right now. And then tune into your heart. Name for yourself which emotions are there. And see if you can give room to your emotional body. No matter how strong the emotion is, there's always more space around. And tuning into your thoughts, if they're busy or quiet. Letting yourself be a thinking being, but try not to get too mixed up in them. Just room for thoughts, room for emotions, room for body. And landing in your breath. See if you can feel the physical movement of your breath. Does your chest rise? Does your belly move? And we'll begin to move with the breath. On the inhale, lengthen the spine and maybe bring it into a bit of a back bend. And exhale, rounding the back, dropping the head and shoulders forward. Inhale, arching, lengthening. Exhale, rounding. Back and forth in your own rhythm. And seeing how that feels for the back, the belly, the spine, the shoulders. And if you like, getting even more playful with it, bringing the shoulders in. On the exhale, bring the shoulders forward. On the inhale, bring the shoulders back. Lots of room for the chest. And then you can let it get even bigger with the arms in front, giving yourself a hug. The inhale, stretching out to the world. Exhale, rounding. You want to join these and then arching and rounding. Letting it be linked with your breathing, linked with this body feeling. 2 more. And back to neutral. I love always coming back and noticing how this simple little movement makes a difference. So feeling that difference for yourself. And then we'll pay attention to our neck and shoulders. Drop your head forward. Let your breathing continue naturally. And circle your head around. And some necks don't like to go back, so don't go back unless you like it. My neck definitely likes the full rotation. So you can control how big or small the circle is, how fast or slow it is. What you can't control is how loud it is. Just let your neck crunch and grind. One more circle in this direction. He said there's someone waiting. And then circle the other way. Thanks, Isa. I've got great support from my daughter here. Circle the other way, crunching, popping, grinding, whatever's there, let it be there. It's only body sounds. And then letting the head be still and float up. And circle the shoulders. What are they like? Stiff or loose? Quiet or loud? Jaw soft, tongue relaxed. And circle the other way. And then circle, move any which way. And again, letting there be that sense of playfulness of, what's it like in that shoulder of yours, and the other shoulder, in your neck, in your chest. And from here into Hollywood stretching. Those of you who come to my classes regularly know how much I love Hollywood stretching. Maybe with some jazz hands to it. That we give ourselves permission to not take ourselves too seriously. And at the same time really care for and love these bodies of ours. Two, three more breaths, Hollywood stretching any way that works for you. And then land back. What difference did that make? Have you gotten warmer? Is your breath any faster? And then we keep going. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale over to the right. Drop your right arm, relax the shoulder, and reach through the left arm. The head can be in line with your spine, or you can let it hang. And breathe into that side stretching. And then we'll flow here. Inhale, arching back. Exhale, rounding forward. Some bodies prefer to stretch out the legs. You can reach out your left leg if you prefer. It's up to you if it's a big movement, if it's a really small and gentle movement. And you're doing this in the privacy of your own home. So extra permission to make it work for you. And I really do hope that when you're in the same room with me, you have that same permission. It's your time to feel into your body. To celebrate that it can move. And to be in connection with your breath. And then the next inhale, come back up to center, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. I call this sunshine, so we're beaming from our bellies and hearts. Those of you who remember Care Bears, it's also a bit of a Care Bear movement. Sharing our inner light, sharing our energy. Then over to the left, dropping the left arm, relaxing the shoulder. Finding the stretch first on the one side. Again, your head can be in line with your spine, or it can hang. Relax the jaw, the tongue. Breathe into the side of the body. Feel what this is like. And then we flow. Inhale, arching back, wide open chest. Exhale, rounding, twisting forward. Inhale, arching back. Exhale, rounding forward. And maybe you want to stretch up your leg. Maybe that feels better for you. Maybe it doesn't. And so you don't. Feel this movement-breath connection. One more. And then back up to sunshine. And to help you in sunshine, feel yourself grounding your sitting bones as if your arms start in the belly, and then from the belly, they beam out beyond your fingertips. The shoulders relax down, the jaws relax, and firming the upper arms to the bones. If you could hold a lot of weight between your hands, it would be no problem at all. Isa's inviting more people in who joined the class later. So whoever's just joined, welcome to class for Being Sunshines. Thank you, Isa. And then we're going to take all this good energy and we're going to bring it in and down, filling ourselves up. Closing your eyes, feeling the rebound. We come into our next flow. Inhale the arms up for the Taoist breath. Exhale off to shoulder height. Then fold forward. Bring the hands up to the backs of the wrists like you're pulling all the energy up from the earth. And exhale, you're filling yourself up with good energy. Inhale, gathering energy from above. Exhale, gathering energy from the sides and from the earth. Inhale, bring that energy up. Exhale, ground it in you and down. So here also flowing at your own pace. Energy from above. Energy from the sides and down. Bringing the energy up and down. And notice how you're breathing. If you're not breathing when I say inhale, no problem. But do be linked to your breathing. Notice for yourself, are you inhaling or exhaling? Notice for yourself how this feels from the inside out. One more. Gathering lots of goodness from around us. And then filling ourselves up. Pausing here, tuning into how this feels. How's your heart? How's your breath? How's your body? And which emotions are here? Which thoughts? Release the hands and we come into playful boat. So if you're sitting on something, you might want to bring it to the side. Go away where you can still see Isa. So sitting on your bottom, legs in front of you, you can hold the knees or behind the knees. Inhale, you're going to arch your back, open up the chest. Exhale, round down. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. And you can keep going like this, seeing how it feels for you. Or maybe there's a desire to do more and you let the arms be free. Arching, and then if they're free, you can roll down all the way to the ground if you like. But then, of course, you come all the way up. There's no need to go down. There's also the option of bringing up the legs and letting it be this playful dance. Noticing how the belly has to contract to come up and then the control to go down without flopping. But if you're not in that dance, then we can keep doing the dance version. You can also continue with really precise, intuitive, gentle version. So feeling what's appropriate for you. 3 more. And then come down and lie down. Oh, enjoy what that is like. You can still see me. Hands resting on your belly, knees bent around hip distance apart. Land in the heart and hara, belly-heart connection. Breathing into this loop. Inhaling up to the heart, exhaling down to the belly. On the inhale, arching your back, so tilting the pelvis forward. Exhale as you ground down the belly, flatten the lower back into the mat. Inhale, pelvis tilting forward, energy up to the heart. Exhale, energy down to the belly as you flatten the back into the mat. Keep going like that. Arching and rounding. Letting your breath be smooth, gentle. Breathing in and out with awareness. And then if you want, on the exhale, you can also lift up the head and shoulders. Like inhale to come down, it makes it more intense. So finding your appropriate intensity. And if you lift up, it's up to you how far you lift up. Really engaging the strength in the belly and then softening down. If you want, you can also add the legs. So you come up in and then lower them down. Like you're curling up in a tiny ball and then wider. Around 5 more of any of these versions. Soft, smooth breath. One last one. And then pausing, feeling the rebound. How does your body feel now? How's the heart beating? Come into bridge breaths. Arms grounded beside you, pushing into your feet. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, roll back down again. And notice if you want to change the position of your feet so it's comfortable for your knees. Keep lifting and lowering. Inhale, you're lifting up, knees pointing forward, active, strong legs, tucking the pelvis in, so really powerful here, and then the inhale with control back down. See if you can keep going and keep the jaw relaxed, the tongue quiet. How does this feel from the inside out? And the next time you come up, you get to stay up. So coming up, pushing into the feet, the inner thighs lengthen forward, the front of the thighs lift to your hips. You may want to bring your arms wide to help push, or shoulder height, or for some shoulders, it's helpful to bring the shoulder blades together and clasp the hands. Keep lengthening the knees forward. Keep lifting the hips up. Don't stay longer than is appropriate for your body, for how you are today. If you're still here, keep grounding the shoulders, the arms, the feet, lifting through the hips, opening up your chest, feeling what this is like. 3 more breaths. And then relax the arms and lower down. Pause here, feel into this. And we're going to roll over onto our belly. So maybe you want to roll up and bring your head forward. I'm just going to roll over onto my side. So a moment here to see what it's like to have flipped around. Relaxing your buttocks, your legs. And then we go do what I call the jellyfish. So inhale, you're going to lift your arms, your legs up. And exhale, you're going to land back down. Inhale, lifting up, feeling how your back contracts, gets stronger to make this happen. And then with control, lowering. So again, please be playful. Jellyfish in the water. Inhale, leaving the ground, opening up the front of the body. Exhale, landing softly. You can bend arms and legs. You can check out different angles. This joyful connection, body, heart, mind. What's it feel like now? And maybe you want to rest and take a break. You don't have to do as many repetitions as I'm offering. And when you rest, celebrate your choice to rest. Maybe 3 more. And we all rest, softening everything you can soften. Feeling how fast your breath and heart are now, giving them room to play. And from jellyfish into superhero. Now on your belly, lifting up and flying. Dun, da, 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 da. Or whatever song you sing as a superhero. And you can be a still, speedy superhero, or maybe you're a really wild, devilish, crazy superhero. Maybe you're quite a gentle superhero that takes lots of rests, or maybe no rests for you. So taking what I offer and making it yours, making it work for your body. We want to strengthen our muscles. We want to engage our heart. We want to wake every cell up, but we don't want to hurt ourselves. We don't want to do more than is appropriate. So what is your range? Maybe coming up and holding still for 4 breaths. A wide quality to the lower back, the front of the hip bones slightly towards each other, lifting the thighs up to the hips, opening the chest and the shoulder blades down. And on your next exhale, rest. See what that feels like. You can stay here or push back into child. Child, you can make fists for your head to rest on or rest on the ground. You can stay here or come into downward facing dog. So for downward dog, hands roughly shoulder width apart. Push it into the hands, lifting the hips back. And for anyone downward dog feels like too much, you can always do cat-cow, excellent for back mobility. So your choice, cat-cow or curious dog. And those in the downward dog, you can lift a leg up. Ah, what does that feel like? I mean, you can do that if you're in a cat-cow too. You can lift up legs and arms. Daring yourself to discover new possibilities. Noticing how your breath is flowing. And then become still, either in child or in downward dog. Grounding the hands, leg through the arms, lifting the hips up and back, grounding the heels downwards. Or if you want a break, generously give yourself a break and rest in child. Five more breaths here. And then those in child coming up to downward dog and walking your feet to your hands to your feet. So you're in a standing forward bend. The knees are welcome to be bent. Maybe this is what your forward bend looks like, or maybe you're deeper. You want to feel a stretch somewhere along the back of the body, and then rest into this. Now, of course, there's tightness, and even this feels like a lot. Then come right up and just hold a little bit. So everyone finds their edge and plays with their own edge. Relax what you can relax and tune into your breath. And bend the knees and roll up. Coming up to standing. How does this feel? Connection to your belly, to your heart, to your mind. Awareness to where you are. Maybe there's other people practicing with you. Connection we have through a computer. Noticing that. And then we keep flowing. Strength for the legs, Utkatasana. So you can stay forward and I'll go back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and arms in front. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring the energy down and in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend, sitting in that chair that unfortunately isn't there. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, energy down. So keep flowing like this, seeing what it feels like. Building strength in the legs. It's up to you, of course, how much you bend your knees or how little. If you pause at any point, just rest into Tadasana, or if you keep flowing. Three more. Seeing if you can enjoy each exhale, each inhale, this grounding with the floor beneath you, connecting with the air around you. Keep inviting more energy in. So on the second exhale, really filling yourself up with goodness. Last one. And pausing here. We'll come into warrior one lunge. So you're gonna pick up your right leg and step it back. Push both feet down and squeeze them together. So there's a real energetic connection to the midline, and also from the outer hips to the center. And then you can bring the arms up. Relax the shoulders and then play with your arms. Moving your arms in different ways. You can twist your torso, but notice as much as I'm moving my upper body, my legs are not moving. Pushing down, squeezing to the middle, squeezing to the insides. See if you can bring a twist in both directions. You can also lean back or forward. Giving yourself a break at any point, straighten the legs. 2, 3 more breaths. Enjoy this. Keep squeezing the feet to the middle. And then come back up and bring the energy in and down. Noticing any difference between the two legs. Aware of this belly center hara connection. Aware of your heart. Aware of your mind. And we'll do the other side. Pick up the other leg, step it back, finding your warrior stance. Push the feet down, squeeze the feet towards each other, and the outer hips into the middle. The inner front knee lengthens forward as you straighten the back leg. So powerful, strong, stable legs. But the upper body, it can play. It can twist and move and dance. Jaw soft, tongue relaxed. Giving yourself a break anytime you need. Straighten the legs coming out. Woo. Maybe you lose your balance and find it again. Maybe you lean forward or back. Maybe you twist one way as you keep squeezing the inner thighs to the middle, or twist the other way. 2, 3 more breaths, exploring what this is like. And then come back up. All this energy gathering between your hands, and bring the goodness in and down. How does this feel? And we're going to come in a balanced posture, coming into tree. So your foot can be by the ankle, lower leg, or higher. Ground the energy into the middle, and then lengthen here. And the hands can stay in the belly, the heart or up. And as you try to find your balance by gathering the energy to the middle, I will share that I've tried again to sign up for Zoom, so I'm not sure how long this class goes. I would like it to go 45, 50 minutes, but maybe we'll get cut off at 40. Sorry. So if we get cut off, come into Shavasana at the end and to rest for as long as you can, as long as you need. So just being grateful that we do have this for as long as we do. And then bring this energy in and down and switch to the other leg. Ground your leg, lifting up. The leg can be up above your knee or below or on the ankle. Energy towards the middle, hands either on your belly, your heart, or up. I find it really helpful to think of gathering my energy into the midline, and then from the midline, grounding and lifting. And and coming out. Bringing the energy in and down. So there's one more posture I really want to do with you before we come down, and it's stop dance on one leg, or what do you call stop dance in English? Is that what we call it? Stop dance. Anyway, we're going to move around and I say stop, you have to stop. So come onto one leg and then play. Move around, dance on one leg, and then eventually I'll go stop, dance. Stop, dance. Stop, move, stop, and land back on two legs. And we'll try it again on the other side. Grab the other leg, move, dance, play with this. What's it like? Stop, dance, stop, dance. I mean, I'm cheating because I know when stops are coming. Stop, move, and stop, and back to grounded. Hands in the belly. What's this moment like? Body, heart, mind connection. How do you feel? And we'll roll down, bend the knees, drop the arms, and roll with enjoyment down. The knees can be bent or straight. Maybe you want to take a few breaths here, swiveling a little left and right. Maybe you prefer to bend your knees and come into a squat. And then, as gracefully as you can, come and lower your bottom on the mat and roll down on your back. How does this feel? And hug your legs in towards you. This huge bear hug of self-love. Oh, I love me. I love my daughter. I love all of you in that computer. Oh. And then release. I'm going to brief twist on each side and then Shavasana. So you can bring the legs to one side. 5 breaths here. You're surrendering into those exhales, letting them be delicious. Permission to let go. Coming up. And over to the other side. Relaxing here. Surrendering to gravity, surrendering to your breath. And an inhale coming back. Another hug of your legs in. A moment to appreciate who you are and how you are in this moment. And then relaxing and coming into Shavasana. The final relaxation. You can lie on your back or your side or a belly. Maybe you want a blanket. Do you want a blanket? If you want a blanket, grabbing a blanket. And if lying down isn't comfortable, you can be sitting for this. Closing your eyes. feeling your breath. Feeling the ground beneath you. And surrendering into that contact. Surrendering into stillness. Allowing yourself to be open to this moment. Open to the connection you have with gravity. Open to the connection you have with the space around you. Open to your breath that flows in and out. And then allowing that precious breath of yours to deepen. Taking 3, 5 deep breaths. And then allowing yourself to move again. Maybe you start with wiggling the toes and fingers. Maybe you yawn and stretch. Easing yourself up from Shavasana. You can roll over to a side to come up. And you know what? If you don't feel like coming up, you're home. You don't have to. You can stay in Shavasana. I'm not going to kick you out. So either staying in Shavasana or coming up to sitting. I'd like us to end with ums again. So if you want, you can turn on your microphone to with me or not. You can with me or just listen to me I'll just give a moment for people who do want to turn on a microphone to turn them on. And bringing your hands by your heart. Taking a breath in. Taking a breath out or letting a breath out go. Breathing in. Oh. Let's try 3 tonight.
What an idea.
She's smiling.